Idle trucks sitting in lots with no place to go. Parts destined for General Motors piling up at warehouses. The UAW strike against GM is now in its fourth week. Close to 50,000 union workers are picketing at GM plants across the country where work has stopped. And I want to show you something. Look at these numbers right here. Look at the economic impact it has had on General Motors. The stock a month ago, when this strike started, almost $40 a share. Well, now it's below $34. Tonight, in this News 5 original, John Kosick takes us to Lordstown to talk to the folks in the heart of the struggle.
There has been no work stoppage at the Lordstown Assembly plant as a result of the nationwide strike against GM because there has been no work to stop. 7 months ago this week, the last Chevy Cruze rolled off the assembly line and the plant was idled. Still on this day, and every day since the strike started, you'll find picketers at the empty plant. Some are former workers like Kim and Ron who passed on transfers to a plant in Missouri for family reasons.
I have my home paid off, my kids, my grandkids are all here, and that's just not an option.
Others are like Glenn, who retired from here in 2000 after 30 years. His first year on the job included the strike of 1970.
I worked here 3 months and we went on strike for 2 months.
As a young man, it was easier to manage that strike because his son and daughter weren't born yet. They would come along later and they too would grow up to follow in their father's footsteps and go to work for GM here in Lordstown. And in retirement, Glenn was enjoying his life with his family around him. That changed earlier this year, and now Glenn finds himself like he is on this picket line, alone.
My son's been here 20 years, and they forced him to Wentzville over in Missouri. He's out there now. They put my daughter in Bowling Green. She's got 25 years in, and they forced her to Bowling Green, Kentucky.
So you went from having your family around you
to nobody.
So he's here in part for them, his immediate family, and for the extended one of 48,000.
We're supporting not only this plant and trying to get jobs here, but everybody in the UAW across the country. And that's what it's all about. Is the union is supporting each other. That's what makes the union strong. If you don't have that support, you don't have a union.
Still, he hopes it's something that ends soon, because the one thing he's learned over his years is this.
I don't believe anybody actually wins in a strike, though, unfortunately.
In Lordstown, John Kosick, News 5.